The silent chaos around us isn't always visible to the eye. That drawer that won't close anymore, the closet you avoid opening, the desk covered in objects you no longer recognize. Each disorganized space in our home carries an invisible weight that affects our mind and our emotions much more than we imagine. The transformation begins when we realize that a clean environment isn't just about appearance, it's about how we feel when we're in it. Imagine waking up in a room where every object has a purpose and a place, where the first sight upon opening your eyes is of clean surfaces and spaces that breathe. This isn't a distant or unattainable reality. It's a possibility that exists just a few decisions away. The path to this transformation doesn't require extraordinary resources, just a change in the way we see our possessions and our spaces. The wisdom of simplicity teaches us that less often means more. More mental clarity, more free time, more appreciation for what really matters. When we reduce the excess, we create space for life to happen in its fullness. Minimalism isn't about living with next to nothing, but about living surrounded only by what brings genuine value to your existence. When observing a traditional home, we immediately perceive how each element seems to exist in harmony with the whole. Nothing seems out of place, nothing seems excessive. This harmony doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of daily and intentional choices. It's about bringing into the house only what serves a purpose, what brings joy, or what has a special meaning. The journey to transform your home begins with a simple, honest look at your spaces. Observe each room as if you were seeing it for the first time. What feelings does it evoke? Which areas seem to weigh on your energy? Where do your eyes naturally rest and where do they avoid looking? This initial observation is powerful because it connects us with the emotional impact that our environments have on us. The simplification process begins with the most basic, the sincere evaluation of everything we own. Each object in our home demands something from us: physical space, time for cleaning and maintenance, and mental space. The question isn't just, do I like this, but does this object serve a purpose in my current life? When we start asking these questions, many of the items we've accumulated over the years reveal themselves as unnecessary burdens. Think of your home as a river. Energy should flow freely without obstacles. When we accumulate objects in excess, we create dams that block this natural flow. Removing what isn't essential doesn't create emptiness. It creates space for movement, for breathing, for life. Corners once cluttered with things become areas where the mind can rest. Organization transcends simple tidying. It's a way of honoring each object that we choose to keep in our lives. When we designate a specific place for each item, we're recognizing its importance and facilitating our relationship with it. An efficient organization system isn't rigid or complicated. It's intuitive and adapted to your daily needs. In the practice of simplicity, even the act of folding clothes becomes meaningful. It's not just about saving space, but about treating your possessions with respect. Clothes folded with care last longer, maintain a better appearance, and are more easily identifiable. The same principle applies to the other objects in your home. Each deserves consideration and a place where it can be easily found when needed. Imagine opening a closet and seeing only clothes that you actually wear and appreciate. Imagine a kitchen where each utensil has a defined purpose and a designated place. Imagine a living room where the eyes can rest on empty spaces between meaningful objects. This sense of order and intention brings an almost immediate calm to the nervous system. Regular cleaning isn't just a matter of hygiene, but a form of moving meditation. When we clean our physical spaces, we also clear our minds. The act of sweeping, dusting, or organizing a bookshelf can become a moment of mindfulness, where we're completely present with the task at hand. This daily practice connects us with our environment in an intimate and meaningful way. A truly organized home doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be functional. Perfection is an unattainable goal that generates frustration. Functionality, on the other hand, is achievable and brings lasting satisfaction. Accepting that there will be days of greater disarray is part of the journey. The important thing is to have simple systems that facilitate the return to basic order. Functional design teaches us that each object should serve a clear purpose. Before bringing something new into your home, ask yourself, will this solve a real problem? Will it bring genuine value to my day-to-day life? Often, the honest answer to these questions saves us from accumulating more items that will eventually become part of the clutter we're trying to eliminate. Multifunctional objects are particularly valuable in a simplified home. A table that serves both for meals and for work, a sofa that transforms into a bed for visitors, baskets that are both decorative and practical for storage. Each item that fulfills more than one function reduces the need for additional possessions. The connection between physical space and mental state is profound and scientifically proven. Studies show that disorganized environments increase cortisol levels, the stress hormone. On the other hand, ordered and intentional spaces promote clarity of thought and reduce sensory overload. Simplifying your environment is a direct way to take care of your mental health. The path to a more organized home begins with small, consistent changes, not with drastic transformations. Start with what's visible, the surfaces in your home. Keep them free of unnecessary accumulations. This simple habit creates an immediate sense of order that can motivate deeper changes. The entrances and exits of your home deserve special attention. They are transition zones between the external world and your personal sanctuary. An organized entryway, with designated places for keys, shoes, and everyday items, sets the tone for the rest of the house and facilitates your daily routines. In a simplified bedroom, sleep comes more easily. Remove electronics, work papers, and other distractions. A bedroom should be dedicated to rest and reconnection with yourself. Soft colors, natural textures, and the absence of clutter create the ideal environment for restful sleep. The kitchen, often called the heart of the home, benefits immensely from the minimalist approach. Keep visible only the utensils you use daily. Organize cabinets so that the most used items are easily accessible. A well-organized kitchen not only makes food preparation more efficient, but also more enjoyable. The bathroom, although often small, can accumulate a surprising amount of products and objects. Regularly review medications and cosmetics, discarding those that are expired or that you no longer use. Keep only the essentials in sight, and store the rest in an organized manner. A simplified bathroom makes morning routines calmer and more efficient. Homework areas benefit enormously from the minimalist approach. An organized workspace improves focus and productivity. Keep only what is necessary for your daily tasks on the desk and create simple systems for filing documents and supplies. The physical environment in which we work directly influences our ability to concentrate. Gratitude for the things we already possess is a powerful antidote to the constant desire for more. Take a moment to appreciate the objects that are already part of your life, especially those you use daily. This simple practice reduces the need for consumption and increases satisfaction with what we already have. Conscious consumption begins with a pause before each purchase. When you feel the urge to acquire something new, give yourself time to reflect. Ask yourself if this item really fulfills a need or solves a real problem in your life. Often the impulse passes and you realize that you can live perfectly well without yet another acquisition. There is a special beauty in imperfection. Objects that show signs of use or small defects tell stories and carry memories. Instead of replacing something at the first sign of wear, consider whether it still fulfills its function. This acceptance of imperfection goes against the culture of disposal and promotes a more sustainable relationship with our possessions. Simplicity in shared spaces requires communication and compromise. If you live with other people, involve them in the organization process. Together establish simple rules for keeping common spaces organized and respect each other's personal areas. Harmony at home depends as much on physical organization as on emotional cooperation. Minimalism doesn't mean the absence of decoration or personality. On the contrary, it allows the truly special items to receive the prominence they deserve. Choose a few meaningful decorative pieces instead of many objects without special significance. These few pieces will have much more visual and emotional impact. Incorporating natural elements into your home brings a sense of calm and connection with the outside world. Plants, wood, stone, cotton, and other natural materials add texture and life to environments without creating visual excess. These elements also improve air quality and the overall well-being of the inhabitants. Proper lighting completely transforms the atmosphere of an environment. Prioritize natural light whenever possible, keeping windows unobstructed. For artificial lighting, opt for multiple light sources at different heights instead of a single central source. This approach creates more welcoming environments that are adaptable to different activities. Daily organization routines prevent the accumulation of clutter. Dedicate a few minutes at the end of the day to return objects to their designated places. This simple habit maintains basic order and prevents small messes from turning into huge cleaning projects. It's much easier to maintain than to recover organization. Regular cleaning is a fundamental part of maintaining a peaceful home. Establish simple routines for different tasks, some daily, others weekly or monthly. Distributing the tasks over time makes maintenance less oppressive and more integrated into the natural rhythm of domestic life. The seasons offer natural opportunities for re-evaluation and reorganization. Just as nature renews itself, our homes can also benefit from these transitions. Use the change of seasons as a reminder to review your possessions, discard what no longer serves you, and reorganize spaces to reflect the needs of the new season. Silence is also an important element in a harmonious home. Reduce visual and auditory noise. Turn off electronic devices when they are not in use. Create spaces where silence is welcome. This auditory white space allows the mind to rest and process the experiences of the day. Learning to let go with gratitude is a valuable skill. When an object no longer serves a purpose in your life, thank it for its service and allow it to go to another place where it can be useful. This approach transforms the simplification process into a positive experience instead of a feeling of loss. The true essence of minimalism is not in aesthetics, but in intention. Every object in your home should be there for a reason. Every space should serve a purpose that supports your life and your values. This clarity of intention naturally extends beyond physical spaces, influencing decisions and priorities in other areas of life. As you advance on this journey of transformation, remember that the goal is not to create a house that looks like it came out of a magazine, but a home that supports your real life with all its complexities. Perfection is not the goal. Functionality, tranquility, and connection are much more valuable. What many discover along this path is that the true transformation doesn't happen only in physical spaces, but also internally. By simplifying your environment, you create mental and emotional space for what really matters. Priorities become clearer, decisions become easier, and the connection with yourself becomes deeper. Notice how your relationship with time changes in an organized environment. Less time is spent looking for lost objects or navigating congested spaces. This efficiency translates into more moments for meaningful activities, whether they are productive or simply enjoyable. Time, our most valuable resource, is honored in a space that flows with ease. An often neglected aspect of organization is planning systems that work specifically for you. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Observe your natural habits and create systems that complement them instead of forcing drastic changes. The best organization is the one you can maintain without excessive effort. Small daily rituals can bring great meaning to the maintenance of your space. The act of opening the windows in the morning to allow fresh air to enter, the moment of tidying up before bed, the care of the plants. These small acts of attention transform mundane tasks into moments of connection and care. The transformation of your home is an ongoing journey, not a final destination. Just as you evolve and change over time, your space should also evolve to reflect who you are becoming. Allow yourself to revisit and refine your organization systems as your needs and circumstances change. As you progress on this journey, you will notice that you will begin to apply the principles of simplicity and intention to other areas of your life. Social commitments, professional activities, even relationships, all benefit from the clarity that comes from asking, does this add value to my life? Does this serve a purpose that resonates with my values? The beauty of a truly organized home lies in the freedom it provides. Freedom from the weight of excessive possessions, freedom from the constant search for more, freedom from the stress of chaotic environments. This freedom opens space for creativity, connection, and moments of genuine presence. At the end of the day, when you look around your transformed home, you won't just see an organized space, but a reflection of conscious choices and clear values. Every object has a purpose. Every space tells a story of intention and care. This is the true gift of simplicity, a home that not only shelters your body, but nourishes your soul. And so, with every small decision to keep only what is essential, with every moment dedicated to caring for the space you inhabit, you create not just an organized house, but a personal sanctuary, a place where the mind can rest, where the heart can open, and where life can be lived in its most authentic and meaningful expression. Japanese minimalism. Transform your home into an oasis of peace and organization, simplicity that frees your mind. Share this blessed video so it can touch and help other people like you and me. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for being part of our community. If you would like to support our channel a little more, consider becoming a channel member. I'll leave 2 more videos here so you can continue your search. Thank you and God bless you all. See you later.